Pig farming is one of the traditional occupations that is practiced in rural parts of Vietnam. It is an essential contributor to the growth of the family economy in these areas. Selecting the appropriate breeds of pigs is the first step in the pig farming procedure. Farmers typically select healthy breeds that have documented origins. These breeds are either purebred sows or crossbreeds from well-known breeds such as Landrace, Yorkshire, or Duroc. This is done to ensure that the meat produced is of high quality and resistant to disease. After the breeds have been chosen, the pigs are grown in barns that are clean, airy, and equipped with drainage and waste treatment systems. This is done to prevent environmental pollution and disease. Throughout the process of growing, the nutritional regimen is given a great deal of thought and consideration. Industrial bran is blended with natural food sources, including green vegetables, rice bran, corn, potatoes, and other foods to provide the pigs with the nutrition they need. To guarantee that pigs have sufficient nutrients, which will aid in their rapid and healthy growth. Vaccinations against common diseases such as cholera, anthrax, foot and mouth disease, and others are administered on a regular basis by farmers. Additionally, the barns are cleaned on a regular basis in order to ensure the health of the pigs. When the pigs attain a weight of 90 to 120 kilograms, depending on the requirements of the market, the farmers start the processing stage of the farming process. A centralized slaughterhouse, which is completely prepared to ensure food, cleanliness, and safety, is where the pigs are transferred after being transported. The procedure of slaughtering is carried out in accordance with stringent policies and procedures. Electricity, or carbon dioxide, is used to stun pigs in order to alleviate their suffering. They are then butchered after their blood is extracted, their hair is washed, and they are taken apart. Immediately following the slaughter, the pork is dissected into a variety of sections, including the belly, ribs, lean shoulder, rump, and so on. After that, the meat is either kept in cold storage or transferred straight to various food processing facilities, such as supermarkets, markets, and other commercial establishments. In some farms or families, pork is also processed into traditional items, such as ham, nem chua, lapsang, or salted meat. These products are used to meet the consumption needs of the family or to sell to the market, which contributes to an increase in income. In order to guarantee that pork is clean, safe, and healthy for consumers, every step of the process, from raising to processing, requires a high level of attention to detail, experience, and compliance with standards governing food safety. In addition to raising and slaughtering pigs, many farmers also invest in deep processing steps in order to maximize the value of their products. After the hog has been killed and categorized, it is common practice for individuals to make use of all of the pig's parts, so as to prevent any of them from being wasted. When it comes to supermarkets and clean food stores, lean meat, belly, and loin ribs are frequently sold either fresh or pre-processed and available for purchase. The farmers also clean the components, which include the intestines, liver, heart, and blood, among other organs, and then sell them to the market. This allows them to meet the requirements of customers in restaurants. Furthermore, swine fat is fried in order to obtain lard and pork rinds, which are obtained as a byproduct but have a significant economic value. Pork skin, once it has been cleansed, can be utilized in the preparation of a variety of specialty meals, including nem chua and bai quan. There are a lot of cattle families in the modern world that use a closed approach. Growing, slaughtering, processing, packaging, and distributing products to the market are all aspects of the production process. For the purpose of enhancing quality and guaranteeing the safety of food, they make investments in cutting-edge processing lines, vacuum packaging machines, and tracking marks. In addition, some homes have developed clean pork products that do not contain any preservatives. These products include dried pork, handmade sausages, pork buns, cotton floss, and other similar items. These products are well liked by customers because they guarantee hygiene and have flavors that are traditional. Moreover, in order to satisfy the ever-increasing demand of both the domestic and international markets. A great number of large-scale farms implement advanced technology, such as the utilization of closed barn systems that are equipped with air conditioning, feeding, drinking, and garbage collecting operations are automated. However, pig dung and other waste products from the farming process are not thrown away. Rather, they are processed into organic fertilizer, which helps to contribute to the development of agriculture that is both sustainable and environmentally beneficial. Through the use of this closed production process, farmers are able to effectively manage infections, reduce pollution, and simultaneously improve both the yield and quality of pork. As can be seen, the process of pig farming takes a great deal of care, science, and responsibility at every point, beginning with the selection of breeds and continuing through the stages of caring for, killing, processing, and distribution. The term farmers refers to individuals who not only raise pigs, but also make direct contributions to the production of food products that are both safe and rich in nutritional content. In addition to concentrating on the breeding and processing process, the company is committed to improving the lives of individuals and making constructive contributions to the economy of the nation. The inspection and control of product quality are also given a significant amount of attention by farmers on the modern farm. Veterinary agencies and food safety management agencies frequently collaborate closely with slaughterhouses in order to conduct exhaustive inspections of pigs before it is released into the market. These inspections look for infections, antibiotic residues, and other safety considerations. Only pig that satisfies the requirements will be given a quarantine stamp, which will guarantee that customers have access to a clean source of food production. When it comes to farms that use the Viet Gap or Global Gap model, the inspection process is much more demanding than usual. To ensure that products are clean and favorable to the environment, it is imperative that every step of the process, from the origin of animal feed and drinking water to the procedures for maintaining barn cleanliness, be rigorously adhered to. In addition to the process of quality control, farmers are gradually becoming aware of the function that manufacturers and consumer marketplaces play in the industry. Many pig farms and cooperatives have taken the courageous step of developing their very own clean pork brands, rather than continuing to sell their products only to stores or traditional marketplaces. Traceability and clear labeling are two factors that contribute to an improvement in product value and the development of consumer trust. Traceability is linked with food chains and supermarkets, and it is even exported to demanding markets such as Japan, Korea, and the European Union. In addition to having a significant impact on the economy, pig farming and processing also have a significant influence on the social life of those living in rural areas. Pig farming is responsible for the employment of millions of people. Pig farming provides a secure income for many families, allowing them to improve their quality of life and contribute to the process of establishing new rural areas. Pig farming relies on people in a variety of fields, including but not limited to breeders, veterinary technicians, slaughterhouse workers, processing workers, packaging workers, and transportation workers. Pig farming, on the other hand, is fraught with a great deal of difficulty. Unpredictable feed prices and potentially lethal infections, like African swine fever and swine flu, are always present dangers that must be taken into consideration. Furthermore, the protection of the environment and the management of waste from animals are both challenges that require farmers to have solutions that are both scientific and capable of being maintained over time. A significant number of homes have made proactive investments in biogas tanks and closed wastewater treatment systems, which have contributed to the reduction of pollution and encouraged the utilization of biogas for day-to-day life. Generally speaking, pig farming and processing are not only the primary source of income for a great number of households, but they also play an important part in assuring the consistency of food supply across the nation. In the context of Vietnam's agriculture gradually modernizing and integrating internationally, the development of the pig farming industry in a direction that is sustainable, safe, and high-tech is the inevitable path to help increase product value, improve the lives of farmers, and contribute to the promotion of the country's economic development. It is possible to affirm that pig farming and processing is a key economic sector, playing a key role in the structure of Vietnam's agricultural sector and not only providing an abundant and nutritious food source for millions of people at the same time. Additionally, the pig farming business supports the maintenance of stable market prices and helps to guarantee the safety of the nation's food supply. According to the data, Vietnam produces millions of tons of pork every year. This accounts for a considerable share of the entire output of livestock and poultry meat across the country, and it makes a significant contribution to the gross domestic product, GDP, of the agricultural sector. Pig farming also produces a value chain that connects farmers, cooperatives, processing and distribution businesses, and consumers. Other participants in this network include consumers, many other supporting industries, such as the production of animal feed, veterinary medicine, agricultural machinery, manufacturing, transportation services, food processing, and so on, have the opportunity to develop as a result of the robust development of this industry. This has the potential to promote a shift in the labor structure in rural areas in a positive direction. The Vietnamese pig farming business is always innovating in order to fulfill the high expectations of the international market. This occurrence takes place within the backdrop of strong integration with the rest of the globe. Not only does putting an emphasis on sustainable development, applying science and technology, assuring biosafety, and establishing transparent traceability assist Vietnamese pig products reach the global market, but it also improves the standing and reputation of Vietnamese agricultural goods in the worldwide market. However, in order for the pig farming and processing industry to flourish in a way that is both stable and sustainable, there must be simultaneous support from all levels of government, enterprises, and farmers themselves. Policies pertaining to preferential loans, technical support, disease management, and the design of concentrated livestock farming areas need to be implemented in a manner that is both robust and efficient. A proactive attitude to technological advancements, increased knowledge of environmental preservation and food safety, and the development of brands for their products are all things that farmers need to pay attention to. In a nutshell, the raising and processing of pigs not only provides a means of subsistence for millions of households, but it also serves as a strong foundation for the growth of Vietnam's agricultural economy. The preservation and development of this industry in a sustainable manner will contribute to the development of a contemporary, integrated, and wealthy agricultural sector in the future. Not only does the pig farming and processing business play a significant part in the economy, but it also has a significant impact on society. It makes a significant contribution to the reduction of poverty in a sustainable manner and improves the lives of those living in rural areas. Specifically, the household farming model, when paired with the cooperative farming model, has resulted in the formation of well-known pig farming and processing villages in a number of rural locations. These villages have provided secure employment opportunities for hundreds of thousands of local workers. Pig farming is not only directly related to the customs, habits, and cultural life of the Vietnamese people, but it is also closely associated with their cultural life. No matter if it is consumed on a daily basis or on special occasions, pork is an indispensable dish that symbolizes prosperity and well-being. The pig farming business, on the other hand, is confronted with a great deal of significant difficulties in addition to its triumphs. That is the possibility of widespread outbreaks of severe diseases, such as African swine fever and swine flu, which would result in significant financial losses for farmers. Additionally, the cost of animal feed is always shifting due to market forces. As a result of the high production costs and the frequently fluctuating selling price of items, individuals' profits are also subject to significant fluctuations. In addition, the issue of environmental protection and the inadequate handling of waste from livestock is a source of concern particularly in regions that are characterized by large-scale concentrated livestock production. Numerous solutions have been established and are now being implemented in order to increase the productivity, quality, and sustainability of the pig farming business in response to the challenges that have been presented. There is a need for the state to implement policies that will encourage people and businesses to participate in high-tech livestock farming, as well as measures that will support preferential loans and lower taxes. At the same time, it is essential to take measures to improve quarantine operations, food hygiene, and safety inspections, and prevent epidemics at a distance. It is also necessary for farmers to abandon their mentality of producing on a small scale and in fragments, and to aggressively form partnerships with large businesses in order to establish a closed production and consumption cycle. At the same time, it is essential to pay attention to the protection of the environment by making investments in biogas tanks and contemporary wastewater treatment systems. It is clear that the Vietnamese pig farming and processing business is in the midst of a significant opportunity to achieve a significant breakthrough during this age of profound international integration. Considering the potential that is already accessible, as well as the general agreement among the state, enterprises, and individuals, it is unquestionable that the pig farming industry will continue to demonstrate its indispensable function within the agricultural economy. In addition to providing essential technical and policy solutions, you are making a constructive contribution to the industrialization and modernization of the country. In the future, the porcine farming and processing business in Vietnam will need to pay a greater amount of attention to sustainable development, which is related to trends in environmentally friendly and safe consumption. The consumption patterns of people in today's society have evolved. They are becoming more worried about the origin of pig products, the production process, and the amount of quality they include. As a result, the establishment of a brand of clean pork, organic pork, pigs that do not include any antibiotics or compounds that are prohibited is an unavoidable path that will provide competitive advantages to agricultural products produced in Vietnam, in both the domestic and international markets. In the same vein, the implementation of digital technology in management and production is also something that requires further focus. Many major farms have recently started using software to manage their pig herds, control their food rations, and monitor the environment inside their barns using autonomous sensors. This has resulted in the digitization of the farming process. From processing to distribution, not only does it aid in the prevention of diseases and the enhancement of production efficiency, but it also enhances transparency and makes it simple to trace the origin of the product when it is required. At the same time, new options are being made available to farmers through the use of e-commerce platforms and online sales platforms.